So welcome back. It's been a little over a year since I've installed LEDs on the 2024 Chevy Colorado. They've done really well. I've had them through water, I've had them quite a few different places, but over time the fan on the driver's side has actually started making I guess you would call it a whirring noise, which sometimes is pretty common, honestly, to happen on LEDs after some age. When I installed these, I had about between 7,000 to 10,000 miles on the Colorado, and now I have right at 30,000 miles. But anyways, a company named Axado reached out to me, which I actually have used Auxito's reverse LED bulbs, and they've been really, really good. They're CAN bus safe. They really don't have, I've never had any issues with that. So I have to say I've been really happy with their product. Again, they did send me out some high and low beams. They're 6500K, so I'm actually excited to get them in. I won't do a full install. Well, I'll take that back. I may end up doing a full install. But just on the driver's side, I'll show you how to do that, both on the high and low beam. Now with the Colorado, there is a cap over the rear of the headlight housing. So I'm hoping that these are actually low profile enough, which they should be, to actually allow the cap to close. The ones I have in there right now actually fit just fine. But I'm excited to see if the lighting differences. I'll show some comparison shots in this video to see if they're brighter, if the light looks cleaner, if the cutoff's better, on it, in particular with a LED and a halogen housing, which I know a lot of people frown on. But the Colorado or the Trail Boss just came with halogen housings. I know there's actually upgrades out there for LED lights now, which might, later on down the road that might happen, but right now I'm happy with just the LED lights. So let's get these installed, let's see how they look, and again, let's see how they perform. I actually do have Auxito's high beams in currently right now. I don't know if you've seen, I don't think I've shared much video of those already, but these are supposed to be their newest series. They're the X5 series. And I'll share a link in the description below, and I actually do have a 15% discount code for you all, and I'll also include that in the description below if y'all are interested in picking these up for yourself. If y'all have been looking forward to the Georgia Traverse footage, that will be coming. I'm a little bit backed up on just making videos. That trip was quite a long, it was about a weekend long, and gosh, I have so much footage to go through, but I will get that video made and out. But let's go ahead and get this installed. Let's get the wheel liner pulled back on the driver's side. It is T15 bolts. I have one missing, but the rest of them we'll take out. We'll pull the liner back and with that low beam on the driver's side pulled out. So again, these are T15s. There's a ton of mud from all the off-roading. It's a lot different than it was the last time I did this job. Okay, this is gonna be dusty. Oh. Let's pull it back. I'll show you where the light's at here in just a second, how you get to it once I reach to it. So what you want to do, I hope you can see, is you want to come up through here. So here's your outside. Come through here through your fender liner. Come up around the valley and see if I can get the camera there. Up. Hope it's dark, light enough. I don't know, I might have to get a light for you. There's a cap, right there's your cap. That's what you're gonna wanna take off, right there, that little cap. I'm gonna try to set you up to show you, or I'll try to take it off without, so you can watch me take it off. You can take it off with your hands. It's not that hard. I don't know if I can reach in there with the camera in there too. At least now you can see the cap better. That's the cap, you're gonna wanna remove the back of it. I don't know if there's gonna be a way that I can remove it and show you at the same time because my hand's gonna be in the way. But you just stick your hand up there and twist. That's all you gotta do is twist it off. Let's see. Sometimes it's a little tight. I can't remember which way to go with it, to be honest. I think towards you, yeah. You turn it towards yourself. Yeah, and it comes right out. Just pop it right out. And this is what you're looking at. Oh goodness, I'm pointing up in that sky. And this is what you're going to be looking at once you get it down, is your cap has a gasket on it. So, and as you can see, we were successful in getting those out. So let's open the Auxatos and see what they look like. And we'll keep these for, I guess, just in case, but the fan on these, as I said, the fan on this one was getting ready to go out because it was making a horrible noise. And if you want to listen to that, let me see here if I can get you to hear it. The fan must have been loose. And of course, packaging may not be everything, but the packaging on these are really nice. So let's see what they look like. This is the H11, again, for the low beams. Come with your handling gloves, which is really nice. I don't know if I'll be wearing those because, well, I mean, you could just so you don't handle the bulbs. But it's really nice. User manual. Zip ties if you need them. A little Allen wrench, which I don't think we'll need. And then, of course, the bulb themselves, which they do look very nice. Again, we're just going to check the fitment to make sure they're going to fit in there right and good. Now each, of course, LED does have a box, so we have to make sure that that'll fit inside the housing. There's no way you can actually leave it outside and close that cap. And there, of course, is your plug and the light itself. Now, if you want to listen right here, let's see if I got it on camera. If you want to listen, I guarantee if you tap this, it won't make any noise. No noise, so that fan's good. So let's see how these go in. I hope they fit well. This does look a little thicker, but I think we have enough room back there from what I can tell. Has a nice little rubber grommet here for dust and debris. The LED itself looks good. Let's get it installed. There is, of course, your connection right here. It's a clip style. Make sure you clip into it where you need on the OEM connector. I always try to put the light bulb in first before I worry about the box. It's a tight little spot up in here. So guys, I struggled with that one because this is what happened. I didn't get the whole light out when I first done it. This part actually broke on this one. So I know I recommended these for quite some time, but I'm gonna take that recommendation back. But it was easy to get out once I figured out how to get it out, even though it was broke. I just kept on turning and it gingerly brought it out. But as you can see, the gasket and that broke, the retainer, so that's the reason it looked like that. So what we're gonna do now is put the light in, the new one. Shoo, that was a pain. But we're gonna get the new light in now, finally. Sorry about that, guys. And the previous one I just removed was actually a hot glow LED. I just want to throw that out there, it was. It's the first time I ever actually had that happen to an aftermarket LED bulb. Let's see if they turn on. If they don't, I'll turn it the opposite way. Yeah, it turns on, it's good. That one is on and good to go. So let's do the high beam. Before we do that, I'm gonna try my best. I don't know, I mean, again, this is really not the best angle. I wish I could try to show you that these can cover, the cover can go back on it, and it's not that bad to put back on it either. I think a lot of people do struggle with that some with these or with lights in the Colorado, the covers. But it's really honestly important to get the cover back on. As you can see, we got it all tucked back in there really nicely. It looks like it's gonna fit. Let's go get the cover back on. Make sure you have your gasket in place. You just want to put it back in place like it came. Kind of finagle with it a little bit, make sure it fits back in there. It might take just a second. Push it in. Because remember, there's a gasket, and then turn towards the engine. That's all there is to it. Oh, sorry. I think that's got it, see? Back in place. Now again, let's do the high beam. High beam is so much easier. Okay, right here's the high beam. As you can see, I already have an Axado there. It's a different series. But all I have to do is turn it out, pop it out, and put the new one in. Again, all I have to do is kind of, it is in a tight position, but it's not bad. I think it's towards, again, the engine side. You just pull it back. And these have been in not as long, but a good amount of time. Trying to be easy on it, but again, it's a tight spot. Pull it out. Then we have to disconnect it. I think the connector is fine. The connector's right here. I do believe. Yep. You just pull this clip back and pull it out. That's all there is to it. And the nice thing about this one is look, I mean, it's intact. Unlike the other one that was falling apart. So let's go ahead and get the new series out. I can't remember what series this was. The new ones are X5s. If you can see that, you can probably see the series, but these again are the Axados. Let me see if I can kind of get a little bit better view. There we go, maybe a little bit better. But again, they're Auxito LEDs, as you can see. So you can focus that again. So let's get the new ones. Be right back. Now, these actually do have a box with them. The other ones did not, so I'm sure they're gonna be a bit stronger. I think the other ones might actually have been designed to be fog lights, I'm not sure. But these are 9005, the other ones are H11s. So we'll pop this one in, and then we'll put the connector in place, and I'll show you what they look like. But again, it's really light out, so we probably won't tell much until the night. So we're gonna try our best. It's a tight fit, and we'll figure out what we'll do with these boxes. It came with small zip ties, so I'm sure we can zip tie it somehow. Okay. Just make sure you got it twisted and have the LED facing at a 9 and 3 position, not up and down, but 9 and 3 on both of them. I don't know if you can tell much difference again in the daylight, but we do have the hot glow low beam in the passenger side and the Axado low beam in the driver's side, and the Axado fog light LED, I guess high beam, on the passenger side, and the new high beam on the driver's side. We'll see more at night, but again, at least we got that one side installed. All I have to do now, as you can see, I'm busting a sweat. All I have to do now is button this back up, and then I'll do the passenger side really quickly. But I will show you what they look like in comparison to night driving, just so you know exactly what you're getting. But these seem like they're gonna be good lights. They're really well built in comparison to the hot glows. I'm excited to give them a try. Again, I'm just very excited to give them a try and to see how bright they are. But let's go and get this button back up and get the passenger side in. But I'll see you back at the testing. So this is gonna be a side-by-side comparison of the Hot Glow 6500 LEDs versus the Axado 6500 LEDs. This right here is the Hot Glow 6500 LEDs. In a second, you'll see the Axado 6500 LEDs. So these are the Axado LED low beams. As you can see, the cutoff's very nice, very crisp across the whole way there. I do need to adjust these up just a little bit in comparison to the other LED lights I had. And that's just, I think, the way that they're actually designed. But that's okay. I mean, again, just a different design. But they are, I think, brighter. They're a little bit wider, which I actually personally like a little bit better than the blue. Now let's switch over to the high beams. And this is kind of really, really nice. They are really super bright. You can see quite a bit better with these. These do wonderfully, actually. And again, I think the quality of these compared to the hot glow, the actual way they're designed, will actually last quite a bit longer. Now, I will say I did have the others through quite a bit of water. So we'll see actually if these hold up along the way. And I think they will, just because, again, the way they're made, the fan design was really nice. So I'll show you some outside the vehicle about what the color differences look like at night. But this is kind of what it looks like inside the vehicle driving. As you can see, you can actually see pretty decently. Actually has a pretty good throw. And again, if I raise them up just a smidge, I think we'll be good to go. But let's get outside the vehicle and I'll show you what they look outside the vehicle. This right here is a Hot Glow 6500 LEDs. is just the low beams. These are the Auxito X5 Series low beams and high beams together. So overall impressions, I'm actually pretty impressed with these. I do think they'll actually last quite a while. They're actually very bright. I think once I get them adjusted correctly, and I think right now they are, especially once I got back to the house and actually did raise them up slightly. I had actually maxed down on the hot glow. I'd actually lowered them as far as down as low as they would go. They were as tight as they would go. So actually raising these back up, I think I'm just raising them up very slightly, just enough so they won't blind people, but yet that I can see out, have enough throw out so I can see at the low, with just the low beams. Now I do with the fog lights. I was not using the fog lights at all. The fog lights I'd installed, so that was just the low beams. There was no fog lights or no additional lights added. So anyways, this is the Auxito X5 series. The link is in the description below if you'd like to pick some of these up. Again, there's a 15% discount code down there if you'd like to buy some. But until next time, guys, stay driven. Bye.